plethora.
Oh, yes. You have a plethora.
What is a plethora?
Why?
Well, you told me I have a plethora, and I just would like to know if you know what a plethora is, Jefe. What is a plethora?
Texas Homegrown Radio and DallasOnAir.com. Dirty floors? Not a problem with the new Taylor Swiffer.
Hard floors, maybe they need cleaning. I know what will leave them gleaming. The new Taylor Swiffer mop.
Yes, the new Taylor Swift.
Lightweight, easy to carry. Picks up messes that are hairy.
Thank you,
and
Taylor.
Dust and dirt and other things that you've got.
Taylor, they've got the idea now. The new Taylor Swiffer. It just keeps going and going. Just like you know who. Taylor, stop singing. Enough, Taylor. Shut up.
It stores right in your closet.
Hey everybody, this is Scotty Alexander, and you're listening to my buddy, not always the sanest person in the room, but nonetheless, my friend Jody Lee on The Morning Ride.
Hey y'all, it's Tori Martin, and you're listening to The Morning Ride with the one and the only Jody Lee.
It's the morning ride. Live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios, it's the morning ride. Do you like waffles? Yeah, we like waffles. Do you like pancakes? Yeah, we like pancakes. Do you like French toast? Yeah, we like French toast. Dip, 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 dip. Can't wait to get about waffles. Dip, 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 dip. Can't wait to get about waffles. Do you like pancakes? Yeah, we like pancakes. Do you like French toast? Yeah, we like French toast. Dip, 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 dip. Can't wait to get about waffles.
I have no reason why I played that.
That's hilarious. That should be like an IHOP's like theme song.
Waffle House.
I have folders full of like nonsense like that. I don't know why. I just thought,
That's
I
awesome.
didn't have breakfast this morning. Maybe I should just play a song about breakfast.
Made me hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Need eggs and
It kind
bacon.
of backfired on me actually.
Didn't make me hungry.
Sure want some waffles. Somebody bring it. Hey Jose, if you're coming today, bring us some breakfast.
Need breakfast.
The donuts earlier made me want donuts.
They have the best breakfast
Donuts.
burritos I've ever had at a place in Granbury. Can't remember the name of it. But there's this Mexican food place right there on the main road, and they are amazing.
Really?
Like, yeah, like you have
She knows how to make donuts.
It's hard to order because they speak mostly Spanish, but that's how you know that their burritos are so good.
The breakfast burritos.
I got some chorizo ones that were like fire, man. I'm learning new slang. Hear that? Fire.
Bar.
Bet.
I feel like that's cap.
What are the ones the kids do?
I'm learning some new slang.
That's cap, Jody.
Kids don't like when you learn their slang, though.
No.
They get mad.
I've been messing with my kids learning the slangs. I just forget them as fast as I learn them because they don't make any sense to me.
Sounds kind of sus, if you ask me.
But I end up reverting back to the 90s, and I'm like, bro, dude.
That's what we should do, because then they don't know that
What
slang, so we could have our parents' slang could be 80s slang, be like, that's totally rad.
Tubular.
Bad. That's bad. No, it's good. Yeah, that's what it said. It's bad.
Yeah.
I guess every generation has their slang. I made my own language though one time. I developed my own language.
What's that?
So, and our parents didn't know what we were saying, so I came up with this language, and I didn't really have a name for it. I guess we'd call it like
Jody-onics.
Jody-ish. So okay, so you have to spell everything, but here's how it works. So you like your consonant, you say ong after, right? Mm-hmm. And the vowels, you say it like a long vowel. So like my name is Jungle Dong Young. Like you would be Jongy Bong. And I got really fast.
I got bong in my name?
We got really
Cool.
Wait, what's mine?
I got really fast. Oh, yours is gonna be so hard. It's hard in English. Mongo Rongai.
Mongarongai.
Mongo Rongai.
That's what I'll call you for now.
But I got really fast at it. But like, if you do it fast, like no one does. And so then my dad kind of started figuring out because there were so many ongs. So then I was like, oh, I know. We'll throw in an ing. So then I could be like Jongo Donging. So you change it up. It's not the same. And then they thought we were talking like some kind of Mandarin. But we were just saying bad things to each other in front of our parents, and no one knew what we were saying.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I never really caught on, but I tried to start my own language. I got really fast at it, though.
That's crazy. I couldn't keep up with that.
No.
It gets, hey, and you know, we could probably get around
I
the
can hardly
censors.
speak English.
We could get around the censors here
That's
on
true.
Facebook and YouTube. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm not going to say anything bad, but I could, and they wouldn't
Oh,
know.
were we not supposed to?
No, I mean, you can, but I'm just saying. I could say what I want to, and they wouldn't know. Song Hangai Tong.
That's funny.
Take that. I took slang and took it to a whole new level. Just never really caught on, you know.
I took Latin in high school.
I tried to get my followers to drink the Kool-Aid. They just wouldn't do it.
I don't know why I took Latin, but one thing I learned about Latin is it don't make a lot of sense. Like you can't really have a conversation in Latin. I mean, you can, but you break it down, it really doesn't make any sense. I don't know how Romans talk to each other. They're just like ute atahutu hey ya. You know, it's like I don't know. It just don't make any sense. The stuff don't line up. Of course, I never hardly went to the class.
My language
so.
makes more sense. Is what you're saying? All right, I got you.
We confuse our kids with pig Latin all the time.
Pig Latin, yeah. That's kind of what gave me the idea for
The good thing
for
about your
Jody-ish.
language, the good thing about your language is it's based on English, which English has a lot of like different ways
and
you could say
it would be a
things.
great tool to teach kids how to spell.
Latin, it's like nothing flows into each other, you know.
So like the morning ride,
But
it
I
would
never
be,
went. So
Tong Hongi,
that could be why.
Mongo Rong Nong I Nong Gong, Ronga Dong Yi. The morning ride.
Never gonna remember all those.
No, conversations would take forever.
They do, but not when you're just trying to like say bad things in front of your parents to your cousins. You know, it was worth it.
Oh man, I tried to take a few different languages when I
I
was
bet
in
my
high
dad's
school.
watching right now. He's like, I knew I had it figured out, and then he added those ings in there. Yeah, it was a thing.
Man, I could never make up a language. Like I say, I just can't. I can hardly speak English.
Well, the good thing about making up your own language is if you mess it up, no one knows the difference.
It's very true.
You just make up a new rule, like the government.
Yes.
They're great at that.
And they're like, oh, you didn't read subsection 4-5.2.
It's new.
Yeah, it was in the
You didn't get the letter?
We updated that like 2
Shout
years
out
ago.
email, too.
Yeah, for sure.
My thing
Check
is-
your spam folder.
My thing is how a lot of laws, like, they go against basic common sense.
Yeah.
That bothers me.
Common sense.
All the laws
that does
contradict
not
each other
exist
now.
anymore. That died with the dinosaurs.
I feel like that all the laws intersect now and cancel each other out. Like everybody's walking around just kind of breaking laws at every moment, but they like it's just a way that they can get more money out of everybody.
Yeah, they want you to. That's why there's bars.
Right.
You're not supposed to drink and drive, but yet there's bars.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And like you said, parking lots.
Well, and now you can't even walk home from the bar because then you get public intoxication.
That's true too.
Sucks.
So why do they have them?
Why are bars
do they
still
have?
allowed?
Why do they have?
It's a trap.
Why do they have drive-through beer barns if you're not supposed to drink and drive?
It's a trap.
Yep.
You know what? That makes me
Go.
say that's time for things that make you go. Hmm.
Things that make you go. Things that make you go. Things that make you go.
These are things that keep me up at night. Things that I lie in bed and worry about, wonder about. How is it a thing? Oh, there's so many of them. So many things. Do you have things like that, Maura?
Lots of things.
Besides Jeb?
Yeah.
Is Jeb a thing that makes you say
Multiple times a day, yes.
Hey.
Sorry. I went
And you and you.
All right. Let's do some things that make you say And for those that are watching at home, you can play along if you have things that make you
Yes,
say
let us know.
Let us know. Aha. Here's something I always wondered.
Nose right now?
Maybe Em will know the answer to this one because I always were like, so if poison expires, is it more poisonous because it expired?
It's just more potent like gunpowder.
Like, can poison expire? Because the whole point is to be poison, right?
I don't know.
Like, oh, this poison's bad.
Maybe it becomes a different poison.
Maybe it becomes less poisonous if poison expires. It becomes less poisonous.
Maybe. Or it becomes an entirely different poison.
Or maybe it becomes like an antidote.
An antidote. Yeah.
I feel like that's how antidotes are made, though, because for snake venom antidote, they take some snake venom and they like reverse engineer it. I think, right? Yeah.
If a guy from Australia moved to Texas, does that make him an anti-bloke?
I don't know. That's a good question.
We should ask somebody.
Yeah. He's like, well, I'm not. I don't feel like I'm down under anymore.
But I've got a donk.
I've got a donk.
What's that? Donk.
That's what I use. I tell people I got a jib.
I got a jib.
Yeah. Someone asked if I needed a pistol, and I was like, I don't need a pistol. I have a jib.
Cannonball.
That's what I got. I have too many mouses. I don't know which mouse works which computer. I need a universal.
Is it mouses or mice when you have that?
Mises.
Mices?
Dang it. The studio has mice.
Very confused mice.
They're robot mice.
Yeah.
I need one that works all the computers. Like I need a universal remote.
That might make it more confusing.
Maybe you got to find that little arrow thing. Maybe. I lose it between screens sometimes.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know where it goes. It's not on either screen. It's floating in the air.
Here.
Somewhere it's floating.
That's funny.
That's something that makes me say, Here's something. You know how you like scream in your head.
Yep.
Sometimes. I was wondering, does your scream in your head ever run out of breath?
Whoa. I don't know. Hold on.
Because if you scream, you're gonna run out of breath eventually from screaming and have to take a breath. But one in my head never stops.
I feel like you do.
You do in your head?
No, because you breathe when you scream.
Yeah,
it goes with your breaths.
Yeah.
That's weird when you. Wow. Huh.
It's kind of like you can't open your eyes when you sneeze.
I hate sneezing.
That's why you can't open your eyes. And I was asked that one time.
I want to try this.
I had a teacher ask me that. There was things that they were saying you couldn't do. The teacher said that you couldn't sneeze with your eyes open, and I said why? And she said because your eyeballs would fall out.
What?
And I remember trying to make myself sneeze because I wanted to test it.
You wanted to see if your eyeballs.
And my
would fall
dad's
out?
like, "Why would you want your eyeballs to fall out?" Yeah. Wow. Because I wanted to see if it was true.
It's a good thing it wasn't true.
I don't believe the establishment just because they tell me something is. And that was before the internet, before I could check Google
But what if
and
they
Wikipedia.
want you to try it so your eyes do fall out, and then they're like,
Maybe
we win.
But I wasn't just going to accept that was the rule.
This is why
Just
women live longer.
This is just like 4-minute songs. Just because you tell me that something is a rule, that makes me want to challenge it and find out. And the problem is, Jeb is worse about that than me.
Oh, he really
so
is.
he just encourages me.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he would, if I told him that about the eyeball thing, he'd be like, "You should try it.
Yeah.
see if your eyeballs fall out."
Yeah.
Maybe though. I'd probably do it with you.
I'd be at a 5 show doing this. They'd be like, "When did Jody go blind?" And Jeb's like, "Turns out when you sneeze, your eyeballs fall out." I told him not to do it.
Yeah, I mean, but for real.
Yeah, what if you're having eye surgery and you have to sneeze? What happens
What
then?
if you hold your eyes like this?
You'll flip your lid.
I saw something on Facebook the other day, and this Chinese girl was talking about how how white people always do this to pretend they're Asian. And she goes, well, joke's on you because we do this. Make fun of y'all.
Oh yeah, my friend Jerry who used to do that all the time.
That cracked me up.
One time he was riding with me and I looked over and he was doing that and I was like, what are you doing? He goes, the cops just went by. I didn't want you to get pulled over.
Oh, that's funny.
I have more of that really strong coffee. Thank you.
Got you.
Wait, where am I supposed to reach down to get it?
I got you.
Okay.
What's some things that make y'all say,
The fact that grown adults that pay taxes cannot navigate a four-way stop. It's my hugest pet peeve every single day.
Four-way stops.
Four-way stops. People can't do it.
Yeah, the school thing is nightmare.
It's
like I didn't
treacherous.
realize until you had me go help Jeb that day, and I was like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't that way when I was in school. I
It's
don't think.
bad.
Yeah, picking up the pickup line at schools is the thing that makes you say him for sure.
You know what? I want a coach, though, because I feel like if I showed up to drop my kids off in a coach, everybody would move out of the road.
Like a horse and buggy?
Yeah, because they'd all be like, wait, what? What is this?
They
coming
just think
down
you're
there?
Amish.
No, then all the kids would just flock to us to pet the horses.
It's true.
We'd never get out.
We used to have a bunch of Amish that lived here, like there for a
real?
while. Yeah, there was like a big group of them. In fact, my house there was an Amish guy named Andy that lived there, and he had a buggy and a horse, and I got to ride in it a bunch when I was a little kid.
I think it's cool.
I feel like they should make a movie.
Where CC's Pizza, that used to be a grocery store.
Oh.
And they had hitching posts put in just for the Amish to hitch their horses to come buy groceries. Yeah.
So do you have to have a license to do a horse and buggy?
No, I don't
But
think
you're
so.
allowed to be on the roads.
Yeah, you should be. I think that's still on the books.
I still
And
feel
you
like
can drink and drive a buggy.
No,
Yes,
they'll
I think
get
you
you.
can.
You can't even get a horse. My friend got in trouble for riding a
Really?
horse.
Drunk riding is a thing?
But my other friend, he got out of it. He had a cool story. This will make you say, because he rode his horse into a Whataburger.
What? In or on
Well,
the
they
drive-thru
wouldn't
line?
serve him in the drive-through line.
So he rode his horse in.
So he rode his horse inside. There may have been alcohol involved. And he was at a rodeo down the road. He said, I just wanted some taquitos. You know, like, he really wanted taquitos. But
that horse freaking relieved itself on the floor.
No, his horse is awesome. His horse is super smart. And so the cop pulls him over, driving. He's walking down the road eating his taquitos because they'd called him in from the Whataburger. And the cop's like, yeah, I think you're drunk. You know, I'm going to give you tasers. I'm not even driving. My horse is driving. The cop's like, yeah, well, that's not a law. Everybody thinks that's a law. That's not a law. And he's like, it is too a law. I ain't driving because my horse knows where to go. So the cop, being a smart ass, goes, all right, well, why don't you tell your horse to go back to its trailer and you get in the car with me and we'll follow it. If it knows where to go, if it's driving, he goes, okay. So he slaps the horse on the button and load up. He said we were like a mile or, mile and a half somewhere. He said it was pretty good distance, but close enough he thought maybe it could happen.
Yeah.
And sure enough, they followed the horse. The horse just walked down the road, and they followed it in the cop car, and it walked right up to his truck and trailer. And the cop was like, I ain't never seen anything like that at all. He goes, I told you I wasn't driving. He goes, and I was sitting in the front of the cop car still eating taquitos. He goes, it's awesome. He goes, but I guarantee if I tried it, another time, it would never work.
It's like
but
1 in a million.
He said, but my horse saved me. He goes, I took care of that horse forever.
Yes.
Like,
man, I feel like they should make a movie about Amish people and Mennonites being time travelers that accidentally went through a portal and then ended up in the future, and the government makes them go on reservations, and they're like, you're not allowed to interact with society or electronics. You just got to stay. You can't tell anybody that you're from the past.
I thought it was from the future.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
I meant the past. So people are going through this accidental portal, and they end up in the future, and the government's like, no, we got to do something about this. And so they stick them on reservations like Indians, and they're like, hey, don't you dare talk to people about what's going on.
So this is what your brain does when you're trying to go to sleep.
Makes me go,
Yeah.
okay, I don't think I can follow on. That's things that make you go,
Things that make you go.
This is why I'm not a movie producer.
Maybe you should be, actually.
Things that make
make you go.
Well, yeah, that was a good one, Jeb. To live a day in your brain.
Something wrong with me, I think.
I think that would make a good movie, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, the more I think about it, yeah, that's making sense to me.
Rob Springer! I don't know.
I had an idea for a TV show. I did a commercial for it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You love watching HET and DWTS. You tolerate SYTYCD, TAR, and ANTM. Now get ready for America's next great reality TV competition, PWCKJT. We don't know what it stands for or even what you have to do to win it. Dancing, singing, baking beats us. We only know you'll love it. PWCKJT. Tonight on CBS after NCIS and CSI.
Don't you think that'd be good? Oh, thank you, Corey. Corey Jenkins said that it was the Winn-Dixie grocery store that was over there. Yeah, it was Winn-Dixie.
Because of Winn-Dixie.
It had the
Hitching
Post. It was pretty cool.
Did they make you read that book in school because of Winn-Dixie?
No.
Sorry, that just popped into my head.
I was older.
It's an old
We read the
book.
book Winn-Dixie Lost.
It's an old book.
I always thought that about that grocery
Hated that
store.
book.
Like when I was a kid, I thought that's what it was about. It was like Winn-Dixie. Like
It's from me.
maybe that's
Civil
why there's
War
no
era.
more Winn-Dixies.
Because they lost.
Maybe. Piggly Wigglies still exist though.
They do?
Yep, down south. In fact, Misty sent me a picture of Piggly Wiggly when they were at the beach.
Nice.
There's Piggly Wigglies still. We used to have 2 Piggly Wigglies in this town, and now we have none.
Yeah, it's a college somehow.
It's very true. You know, it's weird. I was talking about that at our show about Piggly Wiggly.
Mm-hmm.
And the very next day on Facebook, an ad for a help wanted for Piggly Wiggly down south popped up on my phone.
See, that's not okay.
Yeah.
They're listening.
Yeah, tell me they're not listening if
yeah.
Piggly Wiggly, how random is that?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a help wanted ad for Piggly Wiggly like in Georgia.
We talked about cat stuff. We didn't have cats. He doesn't like cats. And so we were testing it with our phones, just sitting in front of us and talking about getting a cat. We need a litter box and all the things we'd need. And then a few hours later, on Amazon, on Facebook, all these ads pop up for cat shit.
Now it's going to happen. And now it's going to happen because
Not actual.
because we're broadcasting live on Facebook right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to probably pop up all kinds of stuff.
You need an animal. You need a cat.
I'm just glad that the government's listening. Thank you all for tuning in to Texas Homegrown Radio. It's
Yeah.
the morning ride. So what are you doing?
She's trying to pick my nose. I
trying
think.
to point.
I don't know.
I was trying to
But there's a delay. Yeah, there's
Oh,
a
I gotta-
delay. You got to look at this one.
gotta go like.
Okay, it's time to take a break. We'll try to talk
he
to
is.
Sunny Day when we come back. It's the morning ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio and DallasOnAir.com.
I'm stuck pointing. I can't.
Oh, Lord.
Hey y'all, I'm Cynthia Rausch. And you're on the morning ride with the one and only Jody Lee.